I'm single. Now it's what I want in a relationship. It's that thing where you're with someone and you love them and they know it. And they love you and you know it. But it's a party and you're both talking to other people and laughing and shining. And you look across the room and you catch each other's eye. But not because you're possessive or that it's precisely sexual, but because that is your person in this life. And it's funny and sad, but only because this life will end. And it's this secret world that no one else knows about, that exists right there in public, unnoticed. It's sort of like how they say other dimensions exist all around us. We don't have the ability to perceive them yet. Yeah, that's what I want in a relationship. Or just life, I guess. Love. Oh, I sound stoned. I'm not stoned. I was thinking we could have a bit of a check-in.
Check-in?
Yeah, just like 19 months out, how are things going? How are we coping?
Like,
Just in general. I mean, this is a new experience for us, so I thought it would be maybe nice to check in with each other.
okay.
Okay? So, how are you?
Fine.
Really?
No.
Okay, I just mean like relatively.
Relative to what?
Relative to 6 months ago, let's say.
Okay.
I think it's safe to say that relative to how we were both doing 6 months ago, we're doing better.
Yeah, sure. Is that the check-in?
Well, was there anything you wanted to bring up?
Me?
Yeah, just like anything. I want you to think of this as an opportunity to bring up any issues.
I was thinking we could start doing night watches again.
Okay, I mean, we did that for like a year, and nothing ever happened.
I know.
Because there's literally nothing else out there.
I know.
We are literally the last man and woman on Earth.
I know that. I think, like, I slept better when we were doing night watches.
Okay. So, there was something I've been meaning to bring up again. That wasn't like the best of possible lead-ups, but we had discussed once the possibility of us possibly. So
Oh.
I wanted to check in.
Right.
Read that.
Okay. Oh.
Thoughts?
Um.
And obviously, this is like a safe space, so feel free to like communicate whatever you're feeling. Like,
I do.
Okay.
It's not, I would say, high on my list of priorities right now.
Right.
Still mostly concentrated on survival.
Okay.
And also, like, mourning, like, humanity.
Okay. And just so you know, I wouldn't want you to think I wasn't concentrating on survival anymore.
Yeah, no, I know that, too.
Okay.
And, like, just so you know, like, this is something I always said I would do.
Right, me
Right,
too.
like, if
Yeah.
I was the last man on Earth, I would.
Have sex and repopulate the Earth.
Right.
Right.
But now, I mean, like, realistically, like, I mean, now that I'm in the situation, I don't quite understand, like, how it would, like, work. Like, we'd have to have two kids at least.
Yeah.
And, like, just thinking logistically, like, I don't really fully grasp how that would, like...
Yeah. No,
Okay.
me too. Don't, yeah.
And lastly, like, okay. Safe space?
Safe space.
Okay. I'm not sexually attracted to you at this time.
Sure.
Or anyone, really.
Well,
I'm not.
okay. That's fine.
But, I guess, that all having been said, I would be willing to try for the sake of...
Humanity.
Right.
Right. If you are comfortable with that, then I think that's the right choice.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I checked in. So, should I come back like later tonight? Or do you want to make it romantic?
It doesn't have to be romantic, does it?
Oh, no, it doesn't have to be.
Okay,
No.
we could just like...
Doesn't that seem a little sterile to you?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, if you left and came back right now, it would feel weird to me. Like a weird date. Like a weird sex date.
Okay.
So I think I'd rather just get to it.
Oh. Okay.
I got...
All right. Okay.
All right.
Should we talk about boundaries?
Okay. Well, don't worry about oral.
What?
It's just not really the be-all, end-all for me, so you don't have to feel pressured.
No, I don't feel pressured
Oh,
to.
okay, I'm just putting it all on the table.
How's that even on the table at all?
How is that not on the table?
I thought we were just like having sex.
Oral sex is a type of sex.
Okay.
You don't consider oral sex to be sex?
I don't really know what we're talking about now.
I feel like that's being dismissive of all the couples that have made love to each other without having vaginal penetrative
sorry.
sex. I just think if you think sex only refers to vaginal penetrative sex, then
Wait,
you're
can you
being
stop
really...
saying vaginal penetrative sex?
What's wrong with saying vaginal penetrative sex?
No, I can't. I can't do it.
What?
I can't have sex with you. Okay, the thought of having sex with you is like, what is like the opposite of being turned on? Like, what would that be to describe like how completely not in the mood I am right now?
Turned off?
Yes, turned off. I'm just completely turned off right now. I'm sorry. And it's not personal. Like, it really isn't, Juna. You're like, you know, you're a healthy-looking dame. If we met under different circumstances, then maybe I would have drunkenly hooked up with you. I just think that among the many, many victims of the explosion...
The other 7 billion people of the world?
Yeah, right, and also, you know, civilization. Like, my sex drive also took a hit that day, and has never fully recovered.
I don't want to have sex with you either, Mel, okay? It's really hard to want to have sex with someone who has spent the better part of the last year and a half alternately crying and screaming at you. Not that I blame you for that. It's just, we aren't in a sexy situation. When I masturbate, I don't close my eyes and think of you, okay? No, I close my eyes and think of like a house and a bed and like a college girl with like really bouncy tits and she's worried about finals and I'm her tutor. Like, I don't want to have sex with you, Matt. Here's what I want. I want to have sex. I want to have sex, and I want to eat food, and I want to like feel flannel sheets on my skin, and play a game on my phone, and talk to my mom, and none of those things are gonna happen, okay? None of them. And you know, we could die of radiation in a month. We could be dying right fucking now, or we could be just fucking fine and have another 30 years here? And at what point do you decide that you're done just surviving and you're gonna give yourself something?
It's not gonna be good.
No, of course it's not gonna be good. It's gonna be just as awkward and weird as you think it will be. And then maybe we don't do it again for months.
Years.
Decades. Who knows?
Boundaries?
You tell me. Was ever woman in this humor wooed? Was ever woman in this humor won? I'll have her, but I will not keep her long. What? I that killed her husband and his father to take her in her heart's extremist hate with curses in her mouth, tears in her eyes, the bleeding witness of my hatred by having God, her conscience, and these bars against me, and I, no friends to pack my suit at all, but the plain devil, and these dissembling looks, and yet to win her, all the world to nothing! arrived in my angry mood at Tewksbury? Oh, a sweeter and a lovelier gentleman, framed in the prodigality of nature, young, valiant, wise, and no doubt right royal. And will she yet debase her eyes on me, that cropped the golden prime of this sweet prince, and made her widow to a woeful bed? On me, whose all not equals Edward's moiety? On me, that halts and am misshapen thus? My dukedom to a beggarly denier. I do mistake my person all this while.
Do you understand the rules of this game?
Yes, I think so.
Very simple.
Okay.
How old are you?
21.
When did you lose your virginity?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Wow.
Yes.
What is your favorite movie?
Coyote Ugly.
Coyote Ugly. That's not true.
Okay. Okay, my turn. How long have you been in Boston?
2 years.
Okay. Who is your favorite member of the Beatles?
Brian.
Are we on a date?
I don't know. Are we?
Well, I'm asking you.
I mean, do you want to be on a date? Or are we fighting right now?
I've never been on a date with a woman before.
Cool.
Yeah.
Would you say you've ever kissed a woman before?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not a Mormon.
Yeah,
So.
well, that's a shame, because I exclusively date Mormons.
Oh, well, that's...
So do you like
Do you
film?
want to kiss me, May?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Now?
Yeah. I was alone so long, I didn't even know that I was lonely. Out in the cold so long, I didn't even know that I was cold. Turned my collar to the wind. This is how it's always been. All I've ever known is how to hold my own. All I've ever known is how to hold my own. Now I want to hold you too. You take me in your arms, and suddenly there's sunlight all around. Everything bright and warm, shining like it never did before. For a moment I forget just how dark and cold it gets. All I've ever known is how to hold my own. But now I want to hold you. Now I want to hold you close. I don't want to ever have to let you go. Now I want to hold you tight. I don't want to go back to Say that you'll hold me forever. Say that the wind won't change on us. Say that we'll stay with each other. And it'll always be like this. I think I just figured you out. You're one of those sweet girls, aren't you? Do people ever call you that? Do people ever look at you and go, "Oh, River, you're so sweet"? I haven't seen one of you in a long time. In fact, I wonder if I used to be one of you. I think I remember running around being sweet, 23, thinking I knew everything and was going to save everyone by loving them into submission. God. You want to know what happens to sweet girls? Life gobbles you up faster than the others. And why? Because we run around putting a target on our backs, looking so tasty, sprinkling our sugar over all the world's shit. But let me tell you what no one ever told me. You don't get an unlimited supply. That sugar is going to run out. So don't be in such a hurry to waste it on Frank. You're not going to fix him. I've tried. This whole family's tried. But Frank is going to be who he is, which is a grown man and a hot dog mess. So take my advice. Save some of the sweetness for yourself. Save some of you for you. For coming, really. It's an honor to be able to do this. I don't know the next time that I'll be able to do work like this that I love. I have a lot of thank yous to give. First of all, I would not have been able to do this without my pod. This has been some of the hardest shit we've ever had to do, and they've sat with me in despair, and we've shown each other like some of the weirdest parts of ourselves, and I owe it all to them. Second, I need to thank our tech team. Pod 3, Frankie is doing lights for the first time. He's fucking killing it. Keith is on Run Crew and Buff, who so generously stepped in. Gabby for stage managing and for being my scene partner. I need to thank my scene partners, EJ and Matthew, who's soon to come, who have been so generous in helping me. And my class, who have been so supportive throughout all of this. I need to give a special thank you to my family. My grandparents, who are, my pop-up is not here today, but he's watching this right now. They've been to every single one of my shows since I was 8 years old, and it is so special that they support me in that way. And they've been together for 57 years, and they're my version of a true love story. My parents, who are the reason that I am so lucky to be able to do this. I had an amazing childhood, and I know that like this is, everybody says this about their parents because actually that's not true. I think I'm very lucky to have the parents that I do and be so wholeheartedly supported and unconditionally loved. My sister, who has been my built-in best friend since she was born, and she was the first person that I was playing pretend with, so that was really special to do that with you just now. And so, yeah, when I was crafting this thesis, I was originally looking at it through the lens of complex relationships, and what I realized was that the core of most of these pieces was connection, and where we look for it, and how we fight for it. And sometimes it gets ugly and it exposes like the messiest parts of ourselves, but that's why I love theater and acting, is because it exposes those things, and for me personally it forces me to ask those questions, and I'm obsessed with it. So I'm so grateful to be able to be doing this. And with that, let's keep it going!
Michelle,
up taking the 9 o'clock.
Good. Ava's gonna be thrilled. Did you stitch the dinner last minute, or?
Yeah, I told Ackerman Ava was sick.
Don't use that one too often. So, you must be starving. Do you want me to make a little something?
No, I'm fine, thanks. Do we have a bottle of wine open by chance?
Yeah, maybe.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, how was the training? Did you sleep?
Not really. I did some work. I read.
Good.
How's Ava been sleeping?
Great. That brain app you got is genius.
Good. That's great.
You still mad at me?
About what?
You were pretty pissed on the phone last night.
Oh, that was nothing. You mean the renovation?
Yeah. I was just trying to say that if my desk is upstairs, but my books and papers are downstairs, it doesn't make sense. I can't do my...
Right, and as I was saying on the phone, it's your office, so you decide what you want.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'm just saying that it's fine for me to come back downstairs, okay? And I'm not being passive aggressive about it. I mean it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, it's settled then.
It's
What?
I didn't say anything.
Everything okay? Mira, what's wrong?
I came back early because I needed to talk to you about something.
Okay. I'm here.
I fell in love with someone. Oh, that sounds stupid. It's so stupid. I don't know. I met him in September in San Francisco. He's the CEO of an Israeli startup that we're buying out. He's Israeli from Tel Aviv. He will be relocating out here at some point, probably the New York office, but either way, he'll be moving to the States. He's not someone you would think too highly of. I bet he's not really an intellectual. You'd probably, I don't know, make fun of him. I don't know how it happened, okay? It happened. I felt terrible about it, but it was good for me. It was really good. Please say something.
What am I supposed to say?
I know it's unforgivable that I didn't tell you earlier. I just couldn't. I didn't know what was going to happen, and I guess I thought you would find out on your own at some point.
How was I supposed to find out?
I don't know. You didn't feel anything?
No.
Well, that right there might be a sign of something, I guess, right?
What am I supposed to do with this information?
I don't know. I thought it would pass, but it hasn't.
It's still going on?
Yes.
Like right now?
Yes.
And are you gonna keep doing it?
Yes.
What? Why are you telling me right now?
I don't know.
Why
I thought you should know.
Why are you telling me tonight?
I'm going to Tel Aviv with him tomorrow night. I have to go. I have to. Just for a little bit. I'll talk to Ava in the morning and I'll tell her that I'm going away for work, which is true. And I'm leaving tomorrow night from JFK at 10 p.m.
You already bought a ticket?
Yeah.
How long are you going for?
3 months.
Have you thought about Ava?
Yes, I'll see her every other weekend. I got it in my contract. It'll be a long weekend, Friday to Sunday, and the flight's 11 hours. It's not the end of the world. And I'll FaceTime her every night. People do this all the time. I won't be the first or the last. Men do it all the time. But then, it's not really a big deal
as
when
long
men
as
do it,
you've
so-
convinced yourself.
I don't care if I'm convincing anyone. I don't give a shit. You can think I'm a monster. You can think whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. I can't Okay, I can't do this right now. Can we just talk about this later, please?
When's later?
When I get back.
So what, in 4 months?
When I get back, we will set something up with a couples therapist or a mediator, and we'll start some sort of process.
Process? Of what?
Of detachment.
Detachment? What the fuck is detachment?
It's a separation.
You want a divorce?
Maybe. I think so.
Who is he?
What?
The guy, I want to hear about it.
What? Jonathan, why do you want to torture yourself?
Do you have a picture of him?
Okay.
Of course you do, of course you do. Let me see, let me see.
We're not going to do this right now.
No, yes, right now. Right now, because when's later, huh? How'd you meet?
At that party on the boat after we closed the deal. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I remember the party, okay. So, how did it happen?
What do you want to know?
How it happened?
He walked up to me and he told me he liked how I was dancing.
Since when do you dance?
I hadn't in a long time, but I had had a lot to drink and there was Coke there, so. He came up to me and he said that I was the first American woman he had met who wasn't constantly trying to please everyone, who didn't need to be liked.
And?
And then we talked until 2 in the morning.
And then what?
Honey,
Just tell me.
it was mostly funny at first.
It was funny.
I was laughing hysterically. It was really awkward. And, but it was liberating to laugh like that. And then we didn't leave the room for 2 days. And I told everyone I was sick. I told you that, too. And I came back and I prayed that you couldn't see it on me, that you were just so happy to see me happy again and calm. And
Why didn't you talk to me about it?
I couldn't. You couldn't either. You were so shut off. How are we supposed to talk about it?
Okay. Then let's just talk about it right now.
Jonathan, it's too late. Oh.
What is this? What do you...
It's
I know
too
I've
late.
made my fair share of mistakes,
No,
Mira.
don't go
I
there.
take
Don't go there.
responsibility
You
for
don't
that.
have any responsibility, and I don't have any responsibility, and you didn't make any mistakes, and we're not gonna get into the blame game or where we went wrong, because if we do that, I will go crazy. So this isn't anyone's fault. This is the way that it is. Okay?
The way that it is?
Yes,
What
it's the way that it
the
is.
fuck
It
is
happens to
that?
everyone. It's so predictable. I mean, it's practically a cliche. So just it's not about that. It's not.
Okay, well,
Okay.
tell me, what is it about?
Can you understand what it means to feel like I'm lying here at night, feeling like I can't breathe? I had this crazy thought the other night where I thought of checking my own pulse to see if I was still alive. Can you understand that? Like what it means to feel like there's no oxygen.
Yeah.
Like you.
Yeah. That.
Okay, of
yes,
course you
I
can.
understand.
Okay, so imagine like a constant asthma attack, like entire days, where you just feel suffocated, and the whole time I'm thinking, is this it? Is this all I'm gonna have? Just this, without any feeling?
Without feeling?
Oh, okay.
When you're in this
That's not
house,
what I meant.
you don't feel anything?
I love Ava so much, and I love you. I do. I didn't even know what the problem was until this happened, and now I can't go back.
Sweetie, honey, we can figure it out.
Okay.
We can work it out. We can talk. We know how to
You'll
talk to
never
each other.
forgive me.
I think I can. I think we can go see a therapist. Maybe it'll bring us closer together. We have something so real between us, Mira. Something so big. You've been so good for me, honey. And I know that I've been good for you too.
You have.
Yeah, okay. Then let's just not blow it up in an instant.
It won't work. It won't.
How can you be so sure?
Because it ended so long
okay,
ago.
Mira, listen. You have to give me a chance here. What is this thing where we can't talk to each other?
You don't want to talk to me.
I do. I want to talk. I want to just talk to you and figure out where we went wrong. I want to sit here till there's smoke coming out of our ears and figure out how we can fix it.
Okay, Jonathan, I'm not attracted to you anymore. How do you fix that?